Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 High School Sports Awards All-Stars.
Attorney Thomas J. Henry is recognized across the nation for taking on the tough cases and obtaining results that speak for themselves. From the time he was a young man, he's had a passion for helping others. And after 35 years of being an attorney, he still wakes up each day with that same burning desire. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
All the stars have aligned, it's our time to shine. Yeah, this is our moment. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Are you ready? Get ready.
Are you ready for it?
Are you ready for your life to change? Are you ready for what it takes? Make the break creates the chosen. The moment is now, the time is golden. Dedication mixed with focus. No circus or hocus pocus. No joke when it comes to greatness. It's your moment, you just gotta take it out. Go time. Can't stop. Are you ready? This is the time.
Please welcome to the stage Andrea Vick, Vice President of Sales for the Austin American-Statesman.
Good evening, Austin. Thank you for joining us. Nothing will make you want to hit the gym faster than watching 180 student athletes walk into a room that you're about to present in. Wow. Yes. Athletes, coaches, parents, family, and friends. My name is Andrea Vick, and I am the Vice President of the Austin American-Statesman. We are absolutely thrilled to have so many people in the room tonight to celebrate these student athletes and all of your accomplishments. 280 of our most outstanding student athletes from the Austin area. Athletes, just by being here proves that you've put in countless hours of hard work and made many sacrifices. And for that, we congratulate you on the job well done. And parents, can I ask every parent of an athlete being honored tonight to stand?
Are you ready for the sequel? Are you ready for the latest?
Think for a minute about the very first sport your child participated in. Remember driving them to their first practice? And since then, the countless other times you've chauffeured, cheered, consoled, and encouraged your child. All those sacrifices that you made on behalf of these athletes has paid off. So congratulations to you as well. This night is also about you. And not to be overlooked, will every coach and athletic director in the audience please stand? These athletes have been successful in their sport and in life thanks to your leadership and your mentorship. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done. The Austin American-Statesman is the premier source of high school sports coverage in Austin area. And this event is really a celebration of what our reporters do each and every day. The stories that come from the fields and courts help shape our community, and high school sports is something we all recognize, we all love. Before we proceed with tonight, I want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors. This event would not be possible without them, as they have allowed us to provide all of the student athletes free tickets to tonight's show. We are so happy and grateful to partner with these businesses, as their support and investment truly allows this event to be one of the most special nights in our community. Help me show our appreciation to them. Our presenting sponsor, Thomas J. Henry Law, and supporting sponsor, Whataburger, who also helped make tonight possible. All of us at the Austin American-Statesman are proud to partner with these fine community institutions. The next time you have the opportunity to thank members of these businesses, please do. Please join me one more time in thanking all of the businesses who helped make tonight possible. Tonight's event is truly a tribute to the joy and the trials of all that makes up high school athletics. Tonight, we will recognize 280 student athletes from the Austin area, from 72 schools in 21 sports. You have run, you have hit, you've jumped, shot, thrown, tossed, spiked, served, pinned, and pitched your way into the record books, into the pages of your hometown newspaper, and most importantly, into our hearts. At this time, we would like all of the student athletes to stand and be recognized. All right, just a few housekeeping notes before we get started. Photos and a recording from tonight's event will be published at statesman.com. Please tag all your photos and posts on social media using hashtag AustinHSSA. I know you high school students, because I have one, know all about that, so let's tag the socials. One lucky person who posts this evening using the hashtag will win an autographed item from our special guest. We'll announce the winner at the end of the night, so happy posting. If you were announced as an award winner, please make your way to the stage to accept your award. Please enter from stage right, follow through, and you will exit to the left. We will start with our Player of the Year awards, hear from our guest speaker, and conclude with the top awards of the evening, including Boys and Girls Athlete of the Year, Coach of the Year, and some very special awards. I would now like to introduce our MCs for the evening, my good friends Rick Cantu and Jason Jarrett, high school sports reporter and sports editor for the Austin American-Statesman. Let's give out some awards.
I'm Rick Cantu. I've been working at the American-Statesman for 32 years, and I can honestly say this is probably the greatest event that we've ever done for high school sports. So thank you all for being here. There's a reason that you're here. You are here because you're the best of the best, and we honor you in that fashion tonight. We will start with our Player of the Year awards. All right, we'll start tonight with the awards for baseball presented by Whataburger. Will all the award nominees in baseball please stand? And the baseball player of the year is, from Lake Travis High School, Caden Kent. Caden Kent has become a do-it-all player for the Lake Travis baseball team. One of the best defensive shortstops in Central Texas, he is signed to play college baseball at Texas A&M. No slouch at the plate, he is hitting .450 for the season for the number 3 ranked team in Class 6A in all of Texas. Of his 44 hits, 26 were doubles. He has added 10 stolen bases and has struck out only 4 times in 115 plate appearances. He has become a reliable pitcher too, earning a 3-0 record and has multiple saves in the playoffs. He is the son of former Major Leaguer Baseball star Jeff Kent. Congratulations, Caden. Next up, we will have the Girls and Boys Players of the Year for basketball. Will all the award nominees in basketball please stand? And the Girls Basketball Player of the Year, Giselle Amal from Cedar Park High School. And the boys' player of the year, Ja Gully from Lockhart. It was a season to remember for the state's player of the year. Gisela averaged 25 points and 8 rebounds a game. She also added just shy of 4 assists, 3 steals for a 2-time defending state champion. She was the district co-MVP and academic all-district. She is a 2-time all-star selection. Congratulations, Gisela. And by the way, she is going to play for the University of Texas. Ja Gully is an explosive player who can score at will. This season, a 2-time first-team All-Centex player, the 5'11" combo guard, and the area's leading scorer, put up 29.7 points a game, along with 3.8 rebounds and 1.5 assists a game, while leading the Lions to a second consecutive 5A playoff berth. Congratulations, Ja. Ja could not be here tonight, so we will accept the honor on his behalf. Now it's time to present the top boys and girls cross-country athletes. Will all the award nominees in cross-country please stand? And the girls cross-country runner of the year is Isabel Conde de Frankenberg of Cedar Park High School. And the boys cross-country runner of the year is Kevin Sanchez of Vandergrift High School. Isabel is one of the top distance runners, if not just the state, but in the country. She has already state titles in cross-country as a freshman and followed it up this year with a 3rd place finish at state cross-country meet. Congratulations, Isabel. There it is. Kevin Sanchez wasn't going to let a little thing like a cramp stop him, not when it was the state cross-country meet. The Vandergrift senior captured the Class 6A title, beating the closest competitor by 11 seconds. This is the 2nd year in a row Sanchez has been named the Runner of the Year by the Austin American Statesman. Congratulations, Kevin. Now it's time for the Football Players of the Year. Will all the award nominees please stand? And the Defensive Football Player of the Year is Andon Thomas of Liberty Hill High School. We believe that he's already gone to the U.S. Military Academy in New York and can't be with us tonight. And the Offensive Player of the Year is Cade Klubnik of Westlake High School. Accepting on Cade's behalf, Coach Mike McKelvey, Westlake assistant football coach. Cade, as you know, is at Clemson University. He's already in line probably to be the starting quarterback as a freshman and can't be with us tonight, but we'll give him that excuse. Thanks for coming. Andon was a 3-year starter at inside linebacker for Liberty Hill and led the area with 237 tackles. The senior helped his team to the Class 5A Division II championship game. He will continue his football career as Army, as I said, so we congratulate Andon. Cade Klubnik finished as the school's all-time leader in passing yards and touchdowns. He led his team to its third straight state championship, throwing for 43 touchdowns just this year. He was the Max Preps National Player of the Year, the 2021 USA Today High School Sports Awards Offensive Player as well. Congratulations, Cade. And now for the awards in golf. Will all the award nominees in golf please stand? The girls golfer of the year is Farah O'Keefe of Anderson High School. And the boys golfer of the year is Keaton Vo of Anderson High School. We believe they're both in statewide tournaments and they can't be with us tonight, but it should be noted that Anderson won the state golf championship in boys and girls in consecutive weeks this year. So congratulations to the Trojans. Farah O'Keefe fired an 8 under to win the individual honors by 5 strokes at the Class 5A state tournament. Her performance helped the Trojans win the first girls golf title in state history. They captured only the 3rd title in school history in a UIL sanctioned girls sport. Congratulations, Farah. Keaton Vo helped make history in his senior year by scoring a first place 11 under par at the Class 5A state tournament. The Texas recruit helped the Trojans become the first team from the Austin School District to win a state championship in any UIL sanctioned sport since 2003. Congratulations, Keaton. Now I would like to turn it over to my colleague, sports editor Jason Jarrett, to continue handing out awards.
Thanks, Rick. Now for the players of the year in my favorite sport, soccer. Will all the award nominees in soccer please stand? The girls' soccer player of the year is Peyton Farrell of Lake Travis High School. And the boys' soccer player of the year is Alex Bethke of Lake Travis High School. The team and District 26 6A MVP for the 2-time undefeated league champion Cavaliers, Peyton Farrell scored 20 goals with 8 assists while being a complete box-to-box central midfielder. The senior was a superb player and leader on and off the field and has signed with the United States Air Force Academy. Congratulations, Peyton. Alex Bethke saved his best for last, which is quite the achievement considering his stellar 4-year prep career. The central striker for the Class 6A state champion Cavaliers, Bethke had 35 goals and 14 assists, contributing to almost half the goals scored by the first boys team in the Austin area to win a state title. He ended his career with 81 goals and 33 assists. Congratulations, Alex. Now it's time to present the award for the Player of the Year in softball, presented by Whataburger. Will all the award nominees in softball please stand? And the softball Player of the Year is Olivia Moreno from Bowie High School. A threat in the field and at the plate, Olivia Moreno was a large part as to why Bowie advanced to regional play this season. She hit .407 this season while driving in 20 runs. She also hit 5 home runs. However, her biggest contribution might have been her shift from shortstop to outfield, where she anchored the Bowie defense. Congratulations, Olivia. Next, we have awards for swimming and diving. Will all the award nominees in swimming and diving please stand? The girls swimming and diving athlete of the year is Michaela Colts of Cedar Park High School. And the boys swimming and diving athlete of the year is Jeremy Kelly of Georgetown High School. A star at the 5A regionals, Michaela Colts had the top times among Central Texans entering state in the 200 individual medley and 100 breaststroke. The junior rallied late in the girls 200 IM to finish the state meet with a bronze medal. Congratulations, Michaela. The sophomore solidified himself as one of the best state this past season. Jeremy Kelly was one of the top competitors at the UIL State Swimming and Diving Meet in February, earning Class 5A gold medals and setting state records in 2 events. Congratulations, Jeremy. Okay, next we have awards for tennis. Will all the award nominees in tennis please stand? The girls' tennis player of the year is Keena Graham of Westwood High School. And the boys' tennis player of the year is Drew Gonzalez of Wimberley High School. With 1 season still to go, Keena Graham might just end up her prep career as the most decorated tennis player in Austin history. A year after helping Westwood win its second team tennis title in 3 seasons and winning the Class 6A mixed doubles title, Graham turned to singles play and won the 6A title while dropping only 3 games at the state tournament. Congratulations, Keena. Along with doubles partner Tate Murphy, Drew Gonzalez redefined success for the Texans tennis program during his high school career. In the fall, Gonzalez manned the top line in both doubles and singles play for a Wimberley squad that won the Class 4A championship and the first team title in school history. Gonzalez continued his success in the spring with Murphy as they defended their Class 4A doubles title. Congratulations, Drew. Next, we have awards for track and field. Will all the award nominees in track and field please stand or raise your hand? The girls' track and field athlete of the year is Isabel Conde de Frankenberg of Cedar Park High School. And the boys' track and field athlete of the year is Che Nwabuko of Manor High School. Only a sophomore, Isabel Conde de Frankenberg matched last year's performance by winning the Class 5A 3,200 meter run and finishing second in the 800. This year, however, the Timberwolf distance runner added the 1,600 meters and won. She ended her meet in style, breaking the 5A record in the 1,600. Congratulations, Isabel. It's hard enough winning one gold medal at the state track and field meet. Che Nwabuko won 3. The Mustang senior captured first place in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and ran a leg in the 4x100 meter relay. His biggest accomplishment of the day was setting the Class 5A record in the 200. Congratulations, Che. Okay, now it's time to present the award for the Player of the Year in volleyball. Will all the award nominees in volleyball please stand? And the girls' volleyball Player of the Year is Chloe Charles of Vandergrift High School. Chloe Charles led the Vipers to a regional final where they lost to the eventual Class 6A state champion. She recorded more than 500 kills and nearly 400 blocks this season. The District 25 6A MVP will play beach volleyball for Florida State next year. Congratulations, Chloe. Now it's time to present the award for Player of the Year in wrestling. Will all the award nominees in wrestling please stand? And the girls' wrestler of the year is Olivia Moreno of Bowie High School. And the boys' wrestler of the year is Bryce McLaren of Glenn High School. This is the second straight win for Olivia Moreno as the best girls wrestler in the Austin area. She sealed her status as arguably the best pound-for-pound wrestler in the state, regardless of classification, by completing a second consecutive perfect season, while winning a state title in Class 6A's 119-pound division. Olivia went 42-0 this season and has won all 65 of her matches over the past 2 years. Congratulations, Olivia. Bryce McLaren, a 4-time state qualifier, made school history at the UIL State Wrestling Meet in February. winning Class 5A's 170-pound bracket and becoming the first state champion in any sport for the 5-year-old campus in the Leander School District. Congratulations, Bryce. That completes our first set of awards. Please join me one more time in congratulating all of our outstanding players of the year. Yeah.
It's the time you've all been waiting for. Drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in the 2012 NFL Draft, where he played all 9 of his professional seasons. He had 194 career tackles, including 25 career sacks. Originally from Ontario, Canada, where he was a football, basketball, and track and field star. He played in college at Boise State, where he was an All-Mountain West Conference selection in 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, help me give a big Austin welcome to former star defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys, Tyrone Crawford.
What's up? Congrats to everybody. This is amazing.
All these people. Oof. I'm nervous.
Some serious talent out here.
Yeah, there is.
There's some serious talent up here.
You're
To our left.
Washed up.
You're still ripped, my friend.
All right, they didn't introduce us because we really don't matter. But I'm Cedric Golden. I'm a sports columnist with the Austin American-Statesman, and this is my grandfather, Kirk Bowles. Also, you see the family resemblance, a columnist with the Statesman. We are so pleased to be here, and before we get to our esteemed guest, I want all the athletes to stand up and clap for your parents and your coaches. Without them, you would not be here tonight. Get up, give it up. While you're in the clapping mood, that was a nice welcome for Mr. Crawford, but we're from Central Texas. I know we can do better than that. Give him a big Central Texas welcome. Tyrone Crawford. There we go. There we go.
Thank you.
Tyrone, if you would, if you could start out by telling us a little bit about your high school experience and your favorite memories from playing high school sports. We knew you were a stud in football and track.
Yeah, most definitely. I grew up in a little city called Windsor, Ontario, right across from Detroit, Michigan. And you could pretty much call us the Detroit of Canada. And I know you guys can envision Detroit in your head, but that's
Nice.
that's what we are in Canada. And prideful city. I went to a Catholic high school, private high school. I guess you guys would call it private over here. We wore uniforms, and I played football there, basketball there. I did track and field, and we were blessed to be able to win an All Ontario, which would be equivalent to a state championship in basketball. We got really close in football, never got it, and I won a couple in shot put and discus. And from there, I went to a junior college in Bakersfield, California, and we did really well there. I went on to commit to Boise State, And we went and played in a couple of Vegas Bowls, and from there I got drafted in 2012 to the big dogs, to the top dogs in Texas, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, and yeah, I played 9 years there, and recently retired. I have 2 baby girls and my beautiful wife Kelsey, and we're just kind of living life right now and going with the flow and just trying to enjoy things. So. Yeah, but I mean, tonight I've been blessed to be able to be around so much talent, and I know this is, there's a cowboy on stage, but I'm more excited to be here in the presence of y'all, because I remember sitting in your guys' seats and accepting awards and just not really, I guess, being in the moment. And what I was telling a couple of the athletes earlier is, I was told sometimes, you need to sit down and appreciate the moment. And so look around at the other athletes, at people that grind like you every day, and just appreciate this moment. Just try and imprint this moment into your memory for when you are in your big house and in your nice car one day, and you can think back on, accepting the award at this amazing event. If you guys don't mind, I was going to see if I can just take a selfie. Can I do that? I'm around greatness.
You're Tyrone Crawford. You think I'm going to say no to you?
Can we get in here? Let me get this selfie, man. Here we go. Can everybody just get hyped because we're here? Awesome.
I think you got my bald spot there, I think.
You got the ball spot. That's good. That's good.
Got it? Awesome.
No, they can fix that.
Thank you guys for allowing me to be here with y'all.
Now, you glossed over your high school career. Well, I mean, weren't you even a running back at one time? I think I read you scored 4 touchdowns in one game. Is that right?
Yeah, I got to talk to some of the football guys here, the corners. I was asking if they tackle because, I was a running back, and they were like, yeah, we tackle up high. And I'm like,
No, thank you. No, thank you.
You better cut those knees out when the big dogs come around. But yeah.
Yeah.
I played running back. I went both ways because in Canada we had 26 people on our football team.
26, wow.
Yeah, so we had to put in the work.
And you, I understand you used to hurt people playing basketball, and they finally made you quit because you were hurting people down low.
I didn't end up quitting, but I did get in a lot of trouble. I was in a lot of technical foul trouble, and I usually made it to the end of the game, but there was a lot of times I didn't.
Yeah.
But we had a fun time. I mean, I just remember in those times in high school and just being like, I was telling the coaches, what an amazing thing you guys do, because I think back on some of the most inspirational people in my life, and it's obviously my mother, but then my coaches. My coaches impacted my life like crazy, and not only in the NFL and in college, but all the way down to high school. I still talk to those guys on a daily, and so appreciate your coaches for sure.
Yeah, I heard you even threw the javelin.
I threw the javelin.
What didn't you do?
You guys don't throw the javelin over here, no?
They do in college.
I threw the javelin. The best I ever did in javelin, and I guess equivalent to state, would be third.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, you played a lot of sports, and nowadays there's been a little bit more of a specialization. Mm-hmm. You got the advent of AAU, so a lot of basketball players aren't playing football, and a lot of football players aren't playing basketball or running track. Do you think that's a good thing? I mean, did it kind of help you to be active in all of the sports before you decided to concentrate on football?
Yeah, personally, I didn't know what I was going to do. I went through high school just kind of focusing on what I was doing at the moment, and then lifting for everything. So when I learned how to lift, when I learned how to really lift, and learned how to take care of my body with the nutrition, I started. That's when football, started being more of my focus. Yeah, I would personally. I mean, it's everyone's preference. In the United States, you guys can play basketball or volleyball or whatever you want to do all year round. Back home, if it's cold, we're in the gym. We're not outside. So, and then track and field came around in the summertime. So, it was just kind of how I did it. It's just what I fell into, and we didn't really have that. I guess, we weren't able to just play football, all year round like you can here. So, I can't really give advice on what I like better, because it could be better to play the sport you really love all year round. but I enjoyed playing multiple sports.
What was your first love? Which sport?
I thought I was going to be a hooper. I thought I was going to be in the NBA. That got shut down quick.
Who was your role model? Did you have an idol, basketball idol?
Basketball? No, Julius Peppers was my football, and then I actually got to, be coached by his coach and stuff like that. But basketball, I mean, Shaq. Shaq's the best basketball player of all time, so no arguments.
And you played at Windsor. You said there were 26 players on your whole team?
Yeah, there's about 26, at times 21,
Wow.
Yeah, we were struggling.
Wouldn't you hate to be those 4 that didn't get to play? That's a lonely, man. Were they getting dates? I guess not.
Yeah.
It's rough.
And how would you say high school football in Canada compares to high school football in this country?
I don't want to disrespect my country, but it's night and day. The boys down here, I mean, obviously, if you take the population of Texas, it almost reaches the entire country of Canada. So, I mean, there's more, boys and girls to pick from in the athletic world, or to make teams in the athletic world. Yeah, it's definitely more competitive over here. Shout out y'all, especially Texas.
Oh, yeah, that's
crazy.
how we do
all sports.
Oh, and shout out to Jamal Finner is here, LBJ coach Jamal Finner.
Yeah, give it up.
Stand up,
Give it
Jamal. Stand up. We got LBJ to that doorstep. He's gonna kick that door in next year.
Yeah.
You played 2 years. You played 2 years at Boise State for Pete Kwiatkowski after you left Bakersfield, and he's the defensive coordinator at the University of Texas. Tell us about your relationship with him and playing for Pete. Do you guys still stay in touch?
I was actually there this morning. I enjoyed my visit to Texas. I've never actually been there, and their new facility is insane. So shout out to the people around here and the boosters that did that. But yeah, I mean, we always talk. He comes down to Dallas, and he knows my kids, and he knows my wife, and we share similar things. We love to be on the water. I'm on the best lake in Texas, and that's PK. Possum Kingdom. So he comes down there, I come here, and yeah, we just we enjoy each other's presence. Obviously, being at a stage in life now where I can talk to my coaches more on a personal level instead of them just being coach. It's different, it's unique, and I think it's dope for me because we've always had that, but they always had to be coach. So now we can be like family. So,
and
yeah.
you go from Ontario, Canada, to Boise, Idaho, and you
sir.
see a blue field.
I see a blue field.
What's up with that?
I was confused. I didn't even know what I committed to. No, yeah, I committed to Boise, and I actually had an offer from Texas.
Did you?
I did, yeah. But I committed to Boise after my first year in junior college, and they stuck with me through high school, and then every week I got a letter from Coach Kwiatkowski and Coach Pete. Hey Tyrone, loved seeing your game last week, and so that meant a lot to me. So right away I was there. I also had a best friend there, so that was a little bit easier
But
too.
you could have been a Longhorn.
Could have been a Longhorn,
Yeah.
or a Tiger. But that was my wife's. That was my wife's school.
You could have saved Mac Brown's job if you come here.
I don't know
You
if
fell
I had
on
that
some
much
hard
power.
times around that time.
Hey man, I don't know if that would.
And you mentioned you went to Bakersfield Junior College.
Yes, sir.
Describe some of these athletes, the route you took to JUCO, and at that time the NFL probably had to be pretty far out in your dreams. But what
Yeah.
did that do for you? 2 years at Bakersfield.
Yeah. So that was the route I was stuck with. I grew up, diagnosed with learning disabilities. I was in these classes in our high school that were essential classes, and so it was leading you towards like tool and die and things of that sort in Canada. So my only option if I wanted to continue playing football was to go the junior college route. And luckily, I took whatever they said about me in grade school and on the way up, the learning disabilities, and I didn't let it affect me, going forward. I knew that I had to work harder than most because I didn't comprehend things as well.
Right.
So I had to work harder than most, but that's just where my sacrifice came in. So, I had to take that route because of the clearinghouse and just different ways of getting over there, and it turned out to be a blessing. I met my wife in Bakersfield. I had a lot of learning experiences in Bakersfield, and turned out to be one of the biggest blessings in my life. I wouldn't change a thing.
Well, I know the kids gave standing ovations to their parents. Your mom deserves a standing ovation. Single mom, Tara raised you, and your brother Terrence worked at a car parts plant, busted her butt so you guys could have a better life. How was your childhood, and how grateful are you to that lady for being there for you in the cut?
Yeah, I'll get down and bow to my mom. My mom is Queen Bee to me, and we call her Queen Bee because she's brown sugar. That's on her license plate, brown sugar. But yeah, she's an amazing woman. You know, granny to my kids, and she raises my two little daughters like she raised us, and it's hard. It's hard-nosed. I could tell you stories about her for days, but one story quickly. I was in high school and I was tired. I was beat up after a football game, and she's like, "Man, the best recovery is movement." And I'm like, "Okay, you know, I'll get off. I'll move once I'm done this game of Call of Duty." And she's like, "No, you're gonna shut that game off, and we're going to the parking lot." And we went to a huge parking lot. She put the car in neutral, and I pushed the car up the parking lot like 27 times. Wow, that's crazy.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Is that a record?
Whoa.
Not for my mom. No, we did worse. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But she was a grinder, and she knew that I wanted it, so she just didn't let me slack. She held me accountable, and to be honest, it holds true to today. You know, like she still does the same thing. She's make sure I'm on, just keeping myself disciplined in certain areas of my life, and a little bit freedom in the others. You know.
But she's the one that taught you to be humble and respectful.
Well, she's extremely humble and respectful. So
Yeah.
I mean, and she's a woman with no excuses. You hear a lot of sides and things in this world today, and she never really looked at that. She always, obviously, I'm mixed, half white, half black, and she obviously looked at the world with just open arms. And I applaud her for how she raised us. I applaud her for the vision she gave us. And yeah, I mean, she never made excuses. She was at work every day, and she worked in like you said, a car plant,
Right.
doing the same thing every day. And she worked over hours just so we can go to camp. So props to Mama T.
She puts in that work, and she invests in you guys. And in 2012, you become a third-round pick, a kid from Canada. And the Dallas Cowboys select you in the third round of the NFL draft. I know that was a big night for you, but I know you were thinking about your mom that night too. How great was that to see the pride in her eyes?
Yeah, obviously, third rounder, I was home. Thankfully, I mean, she would have been wherever I was, but I was home, and we got to be just, in the presence of our family, and my little brother was there, and I call him my little brother. He's just my brother, that boy, he's big dog too. But yeah, so I mean, just to get the call from actually what was her favorite team. She always went.
Really?
Anytime they went to Detroit, she would go over to Detroit and watch the Lions versus the Cowboys. It was a huge game, so. Yeah, I mean, that was her team back in the day, and to get the call from Jerry Jones, and you know how he's a Texan, or he's Arkansas, but he talks with that southern swing.
he does.
So it was good to put him on speaker.
Texanized.
Yeah, because we weren't used to that where I'm from, and so we put him on speaker, and just to get that call was amazing. I mean, I can't even really explain it. It's something unexplainable. It was amazing, yeah, and her. With the joy that she had that night was incredible.
You played 9 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys. For an average human being, that's kind of 18 years because you get a lot of injuries.
Yeah, it's dog years.
I'd like to talk to them about perseverance. And, Tyrone's somebody who's had torn rotator cuffs and double hip surgery. And just how did you persevere through all that and keep going to play 9 years, Tyrone?
I think back and I ask myself that question sometimes. I mean, and playing in the NFL, it's not an easy game. Down there in the trenches is it's a dog's world, and to come back from a shoulder injury or I completely tore my Achilles. I've had 6 surgeries. To come back from stuff like that, it's not easy. But like I told the young lady with the torn knee today. Rehab is real. You got to be there every single day, and you got to trust it, and you got to know that with every storm, comes clearance. There's going to be a clear, sunny skies again, and as long as you work hard and you will persevere. But yeah, injuries is one of the toughest things in sports. Obviously, everybody knows that. But if you play hard, sometimes bad things happen, and you just need to get through it. You need to get through it and keep on pushing. And that's what I did. That's what a lot of my teammates did. I got some dog teammates that do that all the time. Neck injuries, Leighton Vander Esch, back injuries, DeMarcus Lawrence, one of my best friends, my brother. Things that you would never think people should come back from in the game of football, especially at that level when you got the Marshawn Lynches coming full force.
That's a load.
But yeah, it's you want it enough, you're going to go get it, and you're going to be committed to it. So that's kind of what we live by.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, we're going to have the audience ask you some questions in a few minutes. Before we get you out of here, just a few quick questions. You can be like 1 or 2 word answers. Don't have to go into it much. Who was your toughest teammate and why?
Tyron Smith, because he's huge, first of all, and it's just like how is there even a person on the earth that looks like that? But and because he lifted extremely hard, he was always at his most powerful points, and when he practiced like when you grunt, yeah, he would do that when he's trying to tear somebody's head off. So we couldn't even have a walkthrough without him trying to take my head off my neck.
Who was the toughest opponent you ever went against, and maybe the dirtiest opponent you ever went against in the NFL?
Honestly, like I said, hitting Marshawn Lynch was always horrible because he just ran with his head down and he ran full speed at you like he didn't care. So that was, you had to go into that game with your. But I mean, as far as offensive linemen, it was all on my own team: Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, Lyle Collins,
Teammates.
Tyron Smith. Going up against that wall every day was Ron Leary was enough.
You got Lane Johnson from Philly. He's kind of dirty, isn't he?
Yeah, Lane.
He's you guys, so I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah.
We're not worried about that in Texas.
Ooh, they murmured. I was like, hey, are there Sooners in there? Did I say something wrong? Are there Sooners in here? Okay. Well, stand up, Sooners. If you're a Sooner, stand up. I don't see him. Go ahead, Kurt.
No, you're next.
Biggest clown in the locker room. Who made you laugh?
Biggest clown? Dak or Zeke. Either one of them two. They're both, I don't want to call them out their name. They're both funny. Yeah. Especially when they were rookies. They would come, I don't know who has, I guess the bravery to do stuff like this, but they would go to every O-line, D-line, everybody on the team's room and Sunday morning, doom, 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 as early as they can and just wake everybody up. It's game day. And we're like, this is ridiculous, man, these young boys. But they were a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun the rookie year. We did really well, but couldn't get it done.
I don't know how many Instagram followers you have, but I hear Drake follows you on Instagram. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
If you guys are buddies or what?
Well, I mean, I'm Canadian. Like, when you're down there, there's a few of us with the blue check, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, all right. Charles got the blue check. I'll follow him.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cowboys, 12-4 last year.
Yeah.
Playoffs, not so much.
Yeah.
When do you think he got the ball down in time before time ran out against San Francisco?
Do I think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right there. He definitely got the ball down. But, we don't make excuses. But at the end of the day, I mean, should have got the job done. Couldn't get it done. It's a new year this year. Have to get it done for the whole state.
What kind of predictions you got for the upcoming season for the Cowboys?
Well, I don't know exactly how the season will go. I know there will be a lot of games won because, it's the type of guys that are on the team, coach and staff there, and ownership. And hopefully they're hosting that trophy on the stage at the end of the year.
Nice.
Can't let you get out of here without bringing up a bad memory. Dez caught the football. Dez caught the ball.
Absolutely.
The parents know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
In 2014 at Green Bay, Dez Bryant caught that football.
Yeah.
And you guys were going to be one win from a Super Bowl. How often do you think about it? Because I know Dez posts it every playoffs. Dez tweets it out, and he goes, I caught the ball, in colorful language. How often do you talk about that? And because it realistically cost you guys a chance. You were that good that year.
Yeah, we had a great team that year. A lot of ups and downs to the season, but a great team at the end of it. And that's a heartbreaker when something like that happens, where it comes down to determination of the refs, but it shouldn't even came to that for us. That's what we came to. So we don't talk about it much. We talk about more of our bad games when we lost against the Rams and just getting cut down like trees. But yeah, so Des caught it. Well, we know that. Everyone knows that. Everybody that's a Cowboy fan knows that. But we just got to live with it. And we would have won the Super Bowl that year for sure. But I'm not gonna. I ain't got no ring, so I can't talk too much. I got a wedding ring. That's it.
No time for sour grapes,
No,
right?
no.
So, well, before we let you go, we got a couple of questions from our audience down here. If you want to fire away.
What athlete did you look up the most when you were growing up?
Honestly, like all the greats were great to look up, but I'm telling you, Julius Peppers. I don't know if anybody knows who that is, but he was a specimen of a human, and he just for how he was able to move at his size was impressive to me, and I wanted to be able to move like that because I was around his size, so I was always kind of following him. For sure.
And he played basketball.
He played
basketball.
He did.
Yeah,
Played both.
He
did. So give your name before you ask your question.
Yeah, give us your name and your school.
My name is Maya Galbraith, and I go to Lake Travis High School.
Nice.
Lake Travis. Can you see the
Thank
lake?
you.
Yes, from my house, yeah.
Oh, okay. Love it. I love it.
Hi, my name is Colt Lichner. I go to Hill Country Christian School. And
What's up, Colt?
my question is, what is your diet like? Do you always eat healthy or do you cheat sometimes?
I usually cheat. Oh, you meant for Tyrone.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Easy, Tiger. Easy, Tiger.
Obviously, I cheat.
When I was playing, the discipline was insane because I tore my Achilles my second year in the league, and I noticed an extreme difference when I finally did follow a very disciplined diet, especially during the season. Now I can't completely say that. I've been on a couple of trips where I have to try this restaurant or this restaurant. I know I'm in Austin, and you guys can give me some shout outs here because I'm going to have something for dinner. But yeah, I used to. I definitely used to. When I played, I was very disciplined with my diet just because I noticed it makes such a difference when I tore my Achilles. And obviously, after that, I ended up getting my contract and getting paid. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's stay with this. Let's stick with this.
Awesome, thanks.
Yes, sir.
I think Aaron Donald just got a $95 million contract.
Yeah, he
so
did.
I think you retired too soon, I think.
Yeah,
So.
right.
Who's next?
I'm Atlee Olafson, and I go to Westwood High School. And my question is, which strengths do you believe you have that made you a great athlete?
Well, I guess commitment to the craft. I would go. I didn't like when people see me work, so I would do the work in practice, and I would do the extra work with everybody. But then I would want to go and do some more. I guess just kind of how I grew up in the academic world. I always had to do like more on top of what everybody else was doing. So I would go and do more stadiums or more, push-ups or more, whatever I had to do, more work in my craft. The goalposts, I always worked my moves. I repped. I knew that repetition would, help my game a lot. So I always repped a lot. I was trying to get 500 reps on each side. So that was one thing that I say helped me the most. And then I guess just the things that I was able to sacrifice. People would be playing video games and I'll put it down. Just things. One of my favorite quotes is there's two types of pain, the pain of sacrifice and the pain of regret. And I enjoy, knowing that quote because I know the pain of regret and I know the pain of sacrifice, and I would much rather have the pain of sacrifice any day.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Joseph Weenan from Georgetown High School.
What's up, Joseph?
What's up? I was wondering, what was your biggest welcome to the league moment?
I was in Seattle. I had my brother and his friends come up from Vancouver, BC, and they came up to watch my, I don't know what it was, 7th game in the NFL. And I made a really nice play, and I was thinking I was, I'm gonna say it. I was thinking I was a badass out there, and I went to go and try and take on a double team, and got pancaked. And from that, my brother, after the game, my brother said, "Yeah, man, he didn't say anything about the play that I made. He was like, man, I saw the pancake." And And then the next day we had film study, and I walk into the room, and all my vets like Jay Ratliff and DeMarcus Ware and Hatcher and all them guys had me outlined like a dead body on the turf. So yeah, that was my welcome.
Welcome to the league.
That was my big welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Emily Baker, and I just graduated from Thorndale High School.
Cool.
And what is your what is your go-to genre or artist on your pregame playlist?
Come on, guys.
That's a good one.
That's an easy
That's a good one.
That's an easy one. It's Drake, and Drake.
There you go.
More Drake. Yeah, he's the best artist of all time. So, yeah.
You know it's Prince's birthday. Don't
see now.
Don't get me started. It's Prince's birthday
Happy
today.
birthday, Prince. But yeah, absolutely Drake. I mean, like I said, LeBron is second in basketball because Shaq takes it, but Drake has got that thing locked up. Like there's no one even close.
What's your favorite Drake song?
Oh man, my wife will kill me if I don't say this, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say November 18th. Yeah, you guys can look it up.
Thank you. Good questions.
Go ahead.
Before we let you go, just a couple things. I wonder what advice you'd have for these athletes, especially at this, times in their careers. What advice would you give them, and what are your plans the rest of your life?
Well, advice. Dang man, there's so much. There's like so many things. I would love to just, even sit down. But that quote that I said. Really take it and think about it, because right now is some of the times where you're gonna be faced with some of the decisions that are fun or that don't seem so fun. And sometimes, and most of the time, 90% of the time, you should choose right now because of just being in this room and just the gifts that you guys have. Unfortunately, you should choose the side that's not as fun. The side where it takes grind and commitment and sacrifice to stay home when, your friends are partying or your friends are on a video game or, no one wants to work out. You gotta sacrifice and do the things you really don't want to do to have an amazing time when you're older. My cousin said that to me when I was young. He said, sacrifice right now. He didn't say it in those words, but he was like, don't do those things right now. Like, don't go out and, make the bad mistakes right now. Really think about that, like, before you go and do it. And when you get older, you'll be able to do whatever you want. You'll be able to, if you want to I play video games all the time now. I tell my wife, I didn't play video games for so long because this is what I was working for.
Helped your hand-eye
Absolutely.
coordination.
So I'm a Call of Duty and FIFA guy. I told the soccer guys they can get it in FIFA at any time. And what was the?
What are you going to do? You're going to go tour with Drake or run for politics?
You can go be his bodyguard.
Honestly, I thought a lot about a lot of things, and I kind of want to show the world that like athletes can do so many things. So there's going to be a point in my life where I'm going to branch into a whole bunch of different things. Music, movies, but right now I'm really trying to focus on something that athletes, aren't really taught too much in our career and just coming in is we get dumped off with like all this money and we kind of just like, here, grab an advisor and, go from there. Your advisor will take care of all your money. And, I got to learn, you got to take care of your own. You have to take care of your own. And so towards the end of my career, I just been trying to manage my portfolio and just focus on like me and my family. And obviously my faith comes first, my family, and then it was football, but now it's finances, So I really got to. It's scary. You don't want to lose what you worked for and what you put your body through for. So I'm really putting a lot of focus in on that right now, and then I'll get to showing everybody that athletes, we can do whatever we put our minds to.
Well, man, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you, hearing your story, and you sharing some advice with some great young athletes. We appreciate you coming to our city and just dropping a little bit of knowledge. And on behalf of everybody here, the city of Austin, thank you so much. Another big round of applause.
Give it up.
Thank you, guys.
Crawford.
Thank you, guys, and congrats to everybody here, man. This is amazing. just hearing you guys getting these awards, man, it put a smile on my face. Even, the runners up. It's just amazing what you guys are doing. So keep putting in that work, keep your head down, and grind it out. And I promise you, you're going to be smiling in the future. So proud of you guys, love you guys, and keep doing it.
Tell Drake hi for us.
Let's go listen to some Drake. Let's get your phone.
We got to have some Drake on. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyrone. That was one class act we just heard from right there. And now for the top awards of the night. It is my great honor to present the award for Coach of the Year, given to the coach who has shown tremendous leadership and a commitment to excellence through success in their sport, but also through their incredible impact on the lives of student athletes. Will all the coaches in the room please stand? The finalists for Coach of the Year are David Bammel, Lake Travis Soccer. Todd Dodge, Westlake Football. Jamal Fenner, LBJ Football. And the winner for Coach of the Year, and my good friend, Jamal Fenner from LBJ. Tragedy mixed with triumph this year for Jamal Fenner. In November, his son Cam Nelson was tragically killed. However, Fenner remained a rock for an underdog LBJ football team that didn't suffer its first loss until the Class 4A D1 state championship game against Stephenville. The Jags became the first Austin School District football team to play for a state championship since 1973. And Fenner, an Austin native and 2001 graduate of Reagan High School, which is now Northeast, has led LBJ to unprecedented success over the past 2 years with a 24-4 record and 9 playoff wins. Congratulations, Jamal Fenner. After recognizing greatness at coaching, it makes sense to highlight athletes who came together under their guidance to perform at a level above the competition. In that spirit, it is my honor to present the award for Best Teams of the Year. We'll start with the Girls Team of the Year. Let's meet the finalists. They are the Anderson High School Golf Team, the Cedar Park Basketball Team, and the Dripping Springs Soccer Team. And the winning girls team is the two-time defending state champion Cedar Park High School Basketball Team. The Timberwolves not only won a second consecutive Class 5A state championship, but they made history in the process. Behind title game MVP Gisela Mall, Cedar Park won its 62nd consecutive game and 37th of the season. By shutting out Frisco Memorial in a tight game in the second overtime of the 5A Girls Basketball Championship. Along with another trophy came a perfect season something that none of the other 9 girls basketball champions from the Austin area can claim. Let's give a big round of applause for the girls team from Cedar Park. And now let's move to the award for the boys team of the year. The boys team finalists are the Anderson High School golf team, the Lake Travis High School soccer team, and the Westlake football team. And the winning boys team of the year, it's hard to go against a 3-time state champion in a row, the Westlake High School football team. Retiring head coach Todd Dodge went out a winner as the Chaps sealed their status as the state's preeminent football program. A 40-21 win over Denton Guyer in the Class 6A Division II championship proved the perfect ending to a perfect season as Westlake won its 3rd straight state championship. And its 40th consecutive game under stellar games from Clemson quarterback Cade Klubnik and a title game MVP receiver Jaden Greathouse. Accepting this trophy for Westlake High School is assistant coach Michael McKelvey and his son, who is also a senior on that football team, Michael McKelvey Jr.
Thomas J. Henry. Real clients, real reviews. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
And now it's time to honor greatness and strength that transcends sport with the 2022 Courage Award presented by Thomas J. Henry Law. What an honor it is to recognize this amazing student, athlete, and person, Ruthie Rodriguez of Weiss High School. When Ruthie Rodriguez puts on the helmet and pads, she is a force to reckon with. Officially this season, she was listed as a reserve guard for the Weiss High School varsity football team. At 6 feet tall, she stands strong with the rest of the offensive linemen. She can take a hit and dish it back. Female players have often been permitted to play high school football since 1993, but most of them have been kickers or wide receivers. But it is highly unusual for them to play one of the most physically demanding positions on the field. Beneath her hazel eyes and curly brown hair stands an 18-year-old who plays football simply because she loves the sport. She does not ask for special treatment. Teammates have described her as a loyal and spirited member of a football team that has earned the District 11 5A District 1 championship. And this year, she is the winner of the Austin Courage Award.
I don't think it's like widely enough known that girls are even allowed to play football. I feel like it's kind of just like any sport. I'm just like playing the game. I don't really think about like, oh yeah, there's not many girls in this field. And I'm just like, it's like not something I think about too much. I in 7th grade at the school. My mom thought I was crazy, and so she was like, no, I don't think you actually will be playing football. And I was like, we'll see. And so we like kind of talked about it throughout that whole summer. She finally ended up letting me play, obviously. I have to say my favorite part for football is the like energy that you get from being on the field and like seeing the stands fill up. That's pretty fun. I wear makeup on the field, so I kind of stand out a little. But this one time I was on the field and this guy looked at me and said, "Are you a female?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Oh, odd." And then just walked away and I said, "Okay, sure." My mom comes to every single game. She has never missed a game and she never will miss a game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Courage Award winner, Ruthie Rodriguez from Weiss High School. So proud of you.
What's up, everybody? Rob Gronkowski here, and I want to give all of the student athletes a major shout out for having a great year and earning this special honor. I'm here to help celebrate you, your accomplishments, and your wins. You are all winners in my book, and you know I know about winning. Just keep putting in that work towards achieving your goals in both sports and life, because the sky's the limit. But you are the only one who can make it happen. These winners are a true testament of that. Here are your Athletes of the Year.
Wow, a big thanks to Rob Gronkowski for providing a special message to tonight's show. And make sure to tune in to USA Today National High School Sports Show on July 31st, hosted by Gronk and Vernon Davis. It will be one that you will not want to miss. It's time for the biggest awards of the night, the Boys and Girls Athletes of the Year. We'll start with the award for Girls Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are Isabel Conde de Frankenberg from Cedar Park High School, Giselle Amal from Cedar Park High School, and Olivia Moreno from Bowie High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Girls Athlete of the Year, the amazing Olivia Moreno of Bowie High School. Olivia is an All-Centex Athlete of the Year in 2 sports and a 2-time winner tonight. Olivia Moreno followed up a second straight state championship in wrestling by helping Bowie softball team make it to the regional semifinals. She has won all 65 of her wrestling matches in her high school career, including a win in the Class 6A 119-pound championship earlier this year. During softball season, the versatile athlete played in the infield and outfield while pacing the District 26A co-champion Bulldogs in multiple offensive categories. Once again, congratulations, Olivia Moreno. And now for the final award of the night, the 2022 Boys Athlete of the Year. This was such a competitive and prestigious award, and the finalists are Cade Klubnik, Westlake High School quarterback. Che Nwabuko, Maynard, track and field and football. Kevin Sanchez, Vandergrift, cross country and track and field. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Boys Athlete of the Year, and we're going to see a lot of him in the future. I can guarantee that. It's Che Nwabuko of Maynard High School. One of the fastest athletes to ever compete in the Austin area, Che left his lasting impression on the state sports fans before leaving to play football this fall at the University of Pittsburgh. At May's Class 5A state track and field meet, he won the 100 meters. He won the 200 meters. He won gold in a relay, 2.53 seconds, which was a 5A record. In addition, Che had more than 1,000 all-purpose yards for Maynard's football team in the fall while lining up at wide receiver, running back, and kick returner. Congratulations, Che.
Please welcome back to the stage, Andrea Vick.
All right, thank you, athletes, parents, coaches, community supporters for celebrating with us tonight. Before we leave, it's time to announce our social media winner. Let's get our guest, Tyrone Crawford, back out here one more time. All right, and the social media winner is Scarlett_Snotty. Come on up. Scarlett out here still? Yes, okay.
Know it? Know it?
Awesome. Don't forget, all award winners, please make your way back to the stage for a group photo, and a big thank you to our presenting sponsor, Thomas J. Henry Law. And we couldn't do it without our supporting sponsor, Whataburger. A special thanks to the staff of the Austin American Statesman, and a big thank you to our special guest, the one and only Tyrone Crawford. Remember, you can check out the photos from this evening at statesman.com. Seniors, good luck. Underclassmen, hope to see you again next year. Good night, and thank you again for attending the Austin Area High School Sports Awards.
'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the mood, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown.